Welcome to the Healing Frequency, a space to tune into your body, your truth, and the light within. I'm Tamara, owner of Luce Bianca Healing, and I'm your meditation guide, sound healer, and sacred space holder. And here, we explore what it means to heal, to evolve, and to come home to yourself. This is your frequency. This is your return to self. Let's begin. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to another podcast episode, now renamed The Healing Frequency. Well, if you're new here, hi, I'm Tamara. And if you already are a subscriber, well, hi again, I'm still Tamara. Thanks for sticking around. I am the founder of Luce Bianca Healing. I'm a meditation instructor, sound therapy practitioner, artist, and mindfulness coach. But more than that, I'm a woman who believes in the power of transformation, sacred rituals, and starting again, like as many times as it takes. So today's episode is a little special. It's a reintroduction, a moment of pause and reflection. I want to share where I've been, where I'm going, and how Luce Bianca Healing is evolving in the most soul-aligned, elevated way. The Healing Frequency will be the podcast where I get to share my insight along the way, my journey, and hopefully inspiration so that you can evolve and grow as well. So let's take a deep breath together. Inhale. Exhale. And let's begin. You know, it's wild how much can change when you say yes to your own becoming. The past couple of years have been really one of deep personal and professional growth. And like many of you, I have been shedding old layers, outdated patterns and roles, and even titles that no longer feel like home. I started realizing that my work had grown beyond what I had first imagined when I launched Luce Bianca Healing. And what started as sound baths and private meditations expanded into so much more, like sacred pregnancy support and corporate wellness, art therapy workshop, and there was so many other things. But before we get to all of that, really, the key element of all this evolution is that it was an inner transformation. And that's really what this rebrand is all about. It's not just a new logo, a new color palette, or an updated website. It's a new embodiment of my purpose, a new vibration of the offerings I'm now called to share. So this is a new chapter for me that honors the full spectrum of who I am and really who I am becoming. So this rebranding isn't just for business, it's a life practice. To evolve, to pivot, to reinvent yourself, this is the work of the soul, and this is hard work. It takes courage to let go of who you've been, to say that version of me served a sacred purpose, but now I'm ready to expand, to change. It's not about perfection, it's about alignment. So maybe you're feeling that pull too right now, to change careers, to change alignment, to change path, to begin again, to reclaim your power, your voice, your joy. So hopefully this podcast episode can be your sign that it's okay to start over. You're not lost. You are just becoming. So if you're listening to this today, thank you. Thank you so much for walking this path with me and for honoring your own evolution and shifts. So in today's episode, let's take a sacred pause in time together. Let's take this time to reintroduce ourselves, to reflect, and to share together a new season of life, a new purpose. So grab a cozy cup of tea or coffee, take a deep breath again, and let's journey together. Over this past year in particular, I feel I've been in a chrysalis. There's been lots of growth, yes, but also stillness and grief and resistance. I realized I was being called to level up in so many ways, not just in business, but in identity, in energy, in truth. I took a step back and I asked myself, who am I now? And what do I want to offer the world? And how can I serve from a place of deeper alignment? So, from those quiet, powerful questions, something beautiful began to emerge. It wasn't just a business shift, but a complete rebrand of the way I want to show up for myself. So, let's talk about evolution. Evolution is important work for the heart. It's important for humans. And I feel that if you're listening to this right now, a part of you may be craving that too. Reinvention is the soul's way of saying, we are not meant to stay the same. I kind of fought this for a long time. I like steady, I like consistency, I like things to remain just as I've always known them. But the truth is, it's okay to outgrow what once fit. It's okay to shift, to say no to what drains you, and to say yes to your deeper knowing. It's okay to become softer and stronger at once. So, whether you're a creative, a healer, a parent, or someone just trying to make it through the day, your evolution is sacred. Your identity gets to shift. And every time you choose to rise into that truth, you invite others to do the same. So, what is next for you? For me, it's all about collaboration, creation, just a deeper connection with this beautiful community I've created locally and online. So, what is it for you? Maybe this is your sign to check in with your own alignment. What do you need to release? What are you being called to become? You don't need all of the answers yet, just the willingness to listen. One thing I've been learning is that evolution is not a moment. It's not a milestone you reach and check off. It's not linear, and it doesn't always look graceful either. It can be messy, it's tender, and it's silent more often than it's loud. It's those quiet mornings where you choose to respond differently. It's the days you say, I am not okay, and let that be holy for you. It's recognizing the old patterns, the inherited stories, the versions of yourself that once kept you safe, but that now keep you small. To evolve as a human is to say, I love who I've been, but I no longer want to live from survival. I want to live from a different truth. We grow through seasons. Sometimes we bloom, sometimes we unravel, and both are sacred. There is a deep kind of healing that happens when you realize you are not who you used to be. And that's not something to grieve, it's something to honor. It means you're listening, it means you're choosing again. It means you're paying attention to the whispers of your spirit and the wisdom of your body. Because human evolution isn't just about goals and visions. It's about integrity. It's about embodiment. It's about asking, does this version of me still fit who I'm becoming? So the past couple of years, here's what I've learned. Evolving often means letting go of what felt familiar. If you're a Capricorn like me, you know how hard this is. It means saying goodbye to timelines that no longer align. It means being willing to disappoint others if it means being loyal to your soul. And yes, it's freaking hard because our culture celebrates hustle but not stillness. It praises productivity but not healing. It teaches us to perform rather than pause. But true evolution whispers rest is revolutionary, silence is sacred, and peace is your birthright. So if you are in a moment of shift, if you're shedding old skins, if you're wondering what's next, know this: you are not behind. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are a living, breathing work of art in motion, my friend. And your evolution doesn't need to be perfect to be profound. So take your time. Trust your rhythm. Speak kindly to yourself as you stretch into your next becoming. And let's end with a simple affirmation. I give myself permission to evolve. I am safe to change. I am allowed to grow into someone new. Thank you so much for tuning to the Healing Frequency. If this episode touched you, feel free to share it with a friend. But most importantly, I hope to hear from you and to share more inspiration and wisdom with you. Until next time, stay soft, stay curious, and remember, healing is not a destination. It's a frequency you choose to embody.